In today's Consumer Alert, the holidays are just around the corner, and for many of us, that means buying gifts for family and friends, and that can no doubt get pretty expensive. So if you're worried about smart spending or blowing a budget, there are some things to keep in mind this holiday season. And joining us now with some tips is Chris Bridges, our good friend, and a financial planner with Credit with Chris. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I'm
You
well,
look
thank
beautiful.
You. Thank you.
So, I would say we are already in the holiday shopping season now. And many people are probably reflecting on last year thinking, I totally overspent. I'm not going to be a fool this year.
Yep.
Let me start with this game plan. So where should we start?
And I got to tell you, this is either a good time of the year or it's a scary time of the year when you're thinking about your budget.
It's a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both. I would say actually start early. We're in November. It's really good if you even could have started planning for the holiday season if you're going to purchase gifts, throughout the year.
Okay.
But start early because then you can search around, you can shop around and get the best deals.
Right.
If you're waiting until the last minute, a lot of time your choices are limited and you tend to spend more money. So start early.
That's true. And I would say too, Chris, don't be ashamed to skim through the circulars this time of year. I know it kind of becomes junk mail, quote junk mail over the year, but I usually save those and just skim through it to see what people are offering. And this time of year, it's extra crucial, I would think.
Absolutely. And we have young children, so it's good to shop for them and shop during your pace period instead of waiting until the last minute and then you may have limited money. But stick to the budget. That's the most important thing.
Okay.
Is stick to the budget.
And your other tip, which I find to be somewhat, when you go into every store nowadays, it's like, do you want to open up our credit card? And you're like, no, thank you. Are you sure? It offers 15% off today's purchase. So they push this on you. Should you take advantage of those opportunities?
No, actually no. And the reason is, and of course, with me being a credit expert, I'm usually, really recommending people stay away from that. You save a little bit of money when you're maybe opening up the card, but you're going to have an impact to your credit. So you have an inquiry, which could negatively affect your credit score. And then typically people will pay it off, Annie, then they go close it, which has another impact to their credit.
Does it?
Absolutely. So just stay with the funds that you have available to you. Stick with your budget. We know we don't like to use that word.
Right.
But stick with your budget. And I would also say, don't be afraid to window shop.
Oh, I'm big on when you find the best items when you window shop.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to just window shop and enjoy the holiday season. Spend time with your family. My family, we get together and we adopt a family. And instead of, purchasing and buying gifts for everyone, we combine our money together and bless others. So don't be afraid to do that either. If you don't have the funds to buy a lot of gifts, then just don't.
Right. And when you say stick to your budget, would you suggest using just cash, or is credit card okay to do this time of year?
And then that's the budgeting. Yeah. So if you use your credit card, make sure that you have a plan to be able to pay the balances off.
Okay.
Because that's not budgeting if you use a credit card and then you take months to pay for it.
Right. Because a lot of people might think cash is old-fashioned. With the credit cards nowadays offering these tremendous perks, it's kind of tantalizing, and you just want to go and take
Either way, if you
advantage of that.
use your credit card, use it like cash, meaning that I charge in December, but I'm going to pay it off in January.
Right. Responsible spending this time of year.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much,
welcome.
Chris.